Warm welcome in the class of Mathematics 3 in the module Abstract Algebra or Algebraic Structure. We are in the class of Cyclic Group. Myself Rupak Bhattacharjee, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, JIS College of Engineering. We do have some prerequisites for this class, and you know the prerequisites. Still it is our requirement to mention it, that we need to know what is group, we need to know what is the concept of subgroup, and we need to know about the concept of order. Here I am mentioning order means order of the group, or rather order of the finite group. So in these prerequisites, you know that if a non-empty set G with a binary operation star maintains associative property, if it is having identity element present in this particular set and all the elements in that set are having unique inverse element, then it is a group. And secondarily, if you have a non-empty subset H of G which itself forms a group with respect to the same binary operation of G, then we call H is a subgroup of the group G. And finally, if we have a finite set which forms a group with a specific binary operation, then the cardinality of that finite set, the number of elements present in that finite set, is the order of that particular group. So now proceeding for the discussion of today's class. We have to know what is the order of an element. Order of a group is already known to us, order of a finite group. Now we are thinking about the order of an element. So if you have one element A and you are doing A composition A and you are denoting it as A square, then you are doing A composition A and you are getting A cube. In this manner, when you are getting A to the power n, it is same as the identity element of that particular structure. If so, and n is the least positive integer in this structure, n is the least positive integer, then we claim that order of A is n. So there are some important observations. What is the importance of this particular structure? First of all, it has to be positive and it is an integer and it is the least one. Least one means suppose A to the power 4 is identity, then A to the power 8 is also identity. So if I stop here that A to the power n is equal to E implies order of A is n, then one can argue that A to the power 8 is E, so order of A is 8, and someone for the same problem will argue that order of A is equal to 4. So the order of a specific element is more than 1, which is completely inconsistent. That is why the definition is structured in this form, that what is the order of an element. Now, when we are trying to call a group a cyclic group, then we have one definition that it has G is in this notation, that is the generator notation, which is already known to you, that the group has to be generated by at least one element A. And what is the generating part of this A? You have to take the elements A square, in this way A to the power n, which is equal to E. This is the set generated by A, and along with the specific binary composition star, then this structure formation of the group is called cyclic group. Why it is named as this? I think you are able to follow what I am trying to write. So you have A, you have composed A, with that you got A square, you have composed A, with that you got A cube, and similarly A to the power 4, A to the power 5. After that you got A to the power n, which is nothing but the identity. Now in this structure, if you again operate A with this identity, you can think about A to the power n plus 1, which is nothing but A to the power n composition A, which is nothing but E composition A is nothing but A. So again this one. So are you not following that there is a cyclic structure followed by this particular pattern? And this is the reason behind the name of this cyclic group. Now we have that G is a cyclic group, and we are considering B and C are the elements of G. Then B is equal to A to the power n and C is equal to A to the power m for some n and m in Z, because all the elements present in G are of the form this. So if it is B, there is C, all these will be having A to the power something structure. And B into C, rather B composition C is this, then A to the power n plus m, we can write it as A to the power m plus n, and we can write it in a breakup that A to the power m composition A to the power n, which is nothing but CB. So what we have started, BC. B and C are nothing but some general element of G, and we see that B composition C is giving you C composition B. It means it is commutative, which is a general statement for cyclic group. So we can claim that every cyclic group is commutative. Clear? Now what is the case we get as this statement? Clear? Already the proof is done. Now proceeding for the further cases, what we get, some examples. Z plus is a cyclic group because Z is generated by 1. So let us test it. Z is having the elements -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 and so on. So 1 to 2 it is generated, 2 to 3 it is generated. So this part is generated by 1, is clear. And similarly, if you try to generate the remaining part, you can see that this can be generated by 1 also. So the whole elements in this particular set Z are generated by 1. So it is a cyclic group. But one very important observation is that it is not a finite one. Clear? Now similarly, for previous examples in the last classes, we are having some cyclic groups which is having the form of Na if n is in Z, where A is any fixed element of Z. And also you can get that Zn with plus n, means already we have discussed that Zn means the residue modulo class elements in n. In the set of Zn, we are denoting it in this structure and then we are having this cyclic group. Now, before proceeding for the next example, you can do the explicit calculation of these problems in your home for more better understanding. So now 4.2.5 example gives us that this is the set and this operation is defined as this one, and we have some prior acquaintances of this particular structure. It is nothing but a Kleins 4 group, and it is a commutative one also. Now that G is a cyclic group or not, if this is the question for today's class, because Kleins 4 group and composition table is discussed in some previous classes, we see that E can be generated by E, but A can generate A and E, B can generate E and B, and C can generate E and C, but A can't generate B and C, B can't generate A and C, and so on. So obviously G is not a cyclic group, so it is the example of a group which is not a cyclic group. Clear? Now proceeding further, what we get is going to have some examples and some properties of cyclic group. So I want to mention first of all some properties of the order of the element which are very interesting as well as important for our study. These are the first one, as we are taking one element A from a group G, and G is nothing but a non-empty set with composition star. Okay. So first property tells us that order of A is equal to order of A inverse. All the properties are very important and are going to be applied in some various problems. And next one tells us that order of A is equal to N and A to the power M is equal to E. You please check, A to the power M is equal to E, but A to the power N is also equal to E. Then N is a divisor of M. That means N must divide M. Clear? Like the example of A to the power 4 and A to the power 8 we have discussed in the previous slide. Now coming forward for the next property, that order of A is equal to N, it indicates that A square dot 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 up to A to the power N, which is nothing but E, all are distinct. It is also very easy to claim because any one of them if same, then A to the power N will be coming down. The next property is, if order of A is equal to N and P is prime to N, and suppose we are taking one element P which is prime to N, then what conclusion we can make? Order of A to the power P will also be N. Means A to the power Pn will be identity. And finally we can say that if order of A is infinite and P is a positive integer, then order of A to the power P will also be infinite. So these are some very important and relevant properties related to order of the element. Now what we can proceed further, that some problems as well as some examples. So what we can see, that we are having one corollary, that if we are taking A as the generator of a finite cyclic group, then order of A is nothing but the number of elements generated by A, because already you have seen this. You are structuring this thing a square, a cube, dot dot dot, a to the power n is equal to e. So how many elements are there? N. And a to the power n, e is equal to a to the power n. Before that it is not coming identity element, so order of a is also equal to n. So the number of elements in the set generated by a is nothing but the order if it is a finite cyclic group generator. Now what we can do, that a finite group G is a cyclic group if and only if there exists an element A such that order of A is equal to order of G. Please try to check the same thing. Order of G for finite means order of G for the finite set means the number of elements in G, and the numbers are generated by A, and you have generated it by A with n number of elements. So obviously these two has to be same. These are not at all formal proofs, these are for your confidence building. Next we are having one theorem that every subgroup of a cyclic group is cyclic. It is obvious because if you are able to generate a cyclic group, suppose G star, and you are taking another set H star where H is a subset of G and it forms a group, then these elements will also be generated by one single element over present over here, which is the generator of this particular group, but it is also going to be a cyclic group. Now if we think for the next one, that is, if we take a finite cyclic group of order m, then for every positive divisor d of m, there exists a unique subgroup of G of order d. Means if you are having 12, then the positive divisors are 2, 3, 4, 6, and then you will get unique subgroup of G of order d. Okay. Now for the next problems, we are going to think about that q plus is not cyclic. Q is the set of rational numbers and q plus is a group, but it is not cyclic. How we can claim this? We can claim it by method of contradiction, that we are taking it as a cyclic group. Then q is nothing but all the collection of elements of p by q form, but p and q are relatively prime because they have made it simplified. Now p by 2q is in q. There exists n in z where n is not equal to 0 such that p by 2q is equal to n into p by q. So this will contradict that half is equal to n is in z because it is in z structure. So which is completely a contradiction, and for that q is not cyclic. But ultimately our takeaway from this discussion is that q plus is not cyclic. Similarly, if we take an infinite cyclic group generated by A, then we have to show that a to the power r is equal to a to the power t if and only if r equal to t. Otherwise, there is no chance of having similarity of two different powered elements, but the value is same for an infinite cyclic group. And G has exactly two generators. Already you know that G is having generator 1 if G is Z plus, and if we know that A is a generator, then A inverse is a generator, then 1 is a generator of Z plus, the inverse of 1 is minus 1, so minus 1 will also be the generator of Z plus. So there are exactly two generators. The things are substantiated by this particular write-ups. You can go through this one as per your choice. Next, when we are starting for the discussion, what we are getting, we have already introduced the group Z5 plus in the last class. Now let us start with some discussion on that one. We have Z5 is as okay. So if you are thinking about various operations of 0, that means the identity elements and its power, it will always remain 0 bar. But if we are thinking about this, that means 1 composition 1, here we have taken the class addition, so it is nothing but 2. Good. It will give us 3's. It will give us this. It will give us this. So what we see, that one class generates all the elements 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and as this is identity, we can claim that order of one class is 5, which is nothing but the cardinality of Z5 is 5, same as this. So we can say that Z5 is a cyclic group with respect to class addition. What are the generators? The first of all, we got one generator as class 1. My next question is, class 4 will be a generator. There are two ways to verify this one. First way, class 4, class 4 square, class 4 cube, class 4 to the power 4, class 4 to the power 5, and find out the values of these particular things. If you see that it is containing all the required elements from this set, you are done. But the second process I want to emphasize, that as you know, if A is a generator, it implies A inverse is also a generator. Then already we have proved that one class is a generator. And what we know, that one class inverse is 4 class. So 4 class will also be a generator. Now the next discussion for the same problem is that what is about 2 and 3? If 2 is a generator, 3 will be a generator because they are inverse elements. And you can check that 2 is this one is this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. All elements are generated. So it is a generator. So 3 bar will also be a generator. So how many generators you get here? 4. What is the cardinality of the set? 5. 5 is a prime. I am giving you some clue. Number of generators are 4. So is it true that for any element, any set, Zm, number of generators are m minus 1? Or is it true that Zp, where p is a prime, the number of generators are p minus 1? For that you have a very strong example for Z4 plus. You can start it, you can check it. Parallelly, you can think about Zp dot. Now, if you take Z3 dot, what is happening? These are the elements in Z3. So 0, if you want to find out the inverse element of 0, then you need something for which you have this. Is it possible? For this one, okay, you need something and you can write this. For this one, you need something so that you can write it. So what you can write? I can write it 4. So it is 4 bar. 4 bar for this particular context is 1 bar. Okay. But what is about this? So can we proceed for Zp star, or can we proceed for Zp minus 0 bar? then star as the multiplication of class. So these are your food. You have to take it logically. Please try to prove these types of discussions, and you can start it for z5 minus 0 bar and so on. And I do have the last question for you here, that if you think for z4 dot, what is the case? If you think for z4 minus 0 bar with dot, what will be the case? Is it going to be a cyclic group? Is it going to be a cyclic group? If not, why not? If yes, justify. So proceeding further, what we get, that today we don't have any more thing to discuss. These are the references. Always I have mentioned that I have used this for the preparation of this lecture. And finally, these are the assignments for you. Please try to solve these problems as per your capability and practice. And obviously feel free to discuss with me with my contact numbers and email IDs. So literally I am thanking you all for your kind attention. This is really an abstract thing. You can have some idea with this particular presentation also, but here keeping your concentrations in so strong, I am really thankful. So happy listening, happy learning.